What are these clubs, from 1985?
Yeah, I think these are Baker Mayfield's clubs. They're a little short.
Is there any competition from us on the line? I
No,
mean, how can you and I
never.
possibly do something?
That wouldn't be normal.
All right. Oh, that's typical. Pulled it left in the center. Oh, I got to bounce.
Go in the hole. Go in the hole.
Not bad.
I think we can probably throw it closer, though, I think. Look at that. Off Nantz's window. Go right.
That was a good shot. All right. If I break a window, I win. Typical Peyton Manning, making me earn it.
There you go.
Come on.
It might be in.
Come on.
Bounce right.
Come on.
Bounce right.
Come on.
Bounce right.
Oh!
Shot. We played against each other a lot, Tom.
Yeah.
The entire team felt the sense of urgency that, hey, we are going to play these guys again in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we could win this game and we could play them again at home.
Because you had the speed, the athleticism, and the team was
Freeney
built smaller.
Mathis,
yeah, and we felt like if we could get you on our surface, keeping the water
neutralize
going at
guys.
night, you know,
Exactly.
before the night before the game, a nice slow surface.
Right, yeah.
Dwight couldn't get off on the ball. Marvin couldn't
Kevin
run all his double
Costner
moves.
getting the rain out.
Crowd making a ton of noise.
I miss the old dome. The old dome had some.
It was so good.
It was
so
loud,
and you couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, we didn't pump in noise either. So.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, no, I never saw it.
What is it I hear? You guys are like scoping our own visitor locker room? Were you guys that paranoid?
I'm doing the interview
I couldn't believe that. No, I got a few things to get off my chest.
It's not called Tom's Places.
We had warm Gatorade or something in your locker room, and everyone got mad, and we bugged the locker room or something.
I had to talk to my coaches in the shower. I'm like, I don't want to see Howard Mudd in the shower. Ooh, that looks good.
Come on, it's got to spin, though.
Tom, my dad was my favorite quarterback. He retired when I was 8. Marino came in the league around that time. That was kind of my guy. For you, it was Montana.
Yeah, I grew up, I guess, about 75 miles from here.
Yeah.
In the Bay Area. And as a kid, you know, the 49ers were so good.
Black 59 Razor! Black 59 Razor!
I always felt like when you watch Joe play, he was always in control.
Just complete control of the offense, precision. It's a clinic.
And whenever he dropped back to pass, I thought, well, something good's going to happen.
39 seconds remaining. Back to throw Montana. Steps up, throws. Touchdown, 49ers! The 49ers have scored.
You know, and you get spoiled when you watch that growing up.
You were at the catch game?
I was there, and our seats were about 4 rows from the top of the stadium, about the 10-yard line.
Montana rolling out the right, looking toward the end zone, throwing under pressure, throws his pass. Caught by Clark. It's a touchdown for the 49ers.
Having to have these Polaroids on me. This is in the parking lot before the game. But the reaction on your face is a little, 49ers up 28-27. Explain the.
Can I tell you why I was pissed?
Yes, please.
Well, what happened was the entire first half of the game, I was pissed because my parents wouldn't get me the foam finger, the #1 foam
those are
finger.
Great. So I have a lot of those.
I loved them.
Saints ones. Yeah.
So when he made the catch, everyone jumped up, and it scared me because I was only 4.
And you didn't get to see probably either.
No, so I was crying to my mom and dad the whole time.
The only 49er fan crying.
I know. But I mean, can you imagine being 4 years old and sitting in the crowd for that game?
You still have that jacket?
That was pretty stylish
that was
back
classic.
in the day.
Is that a 16 jersey?
That was a 16
it's
jersey.
A Joe jersey. Yeah. Nowadays, even though he wears a different number, Tom looks a lot like Joe. Hard to imagine he was once a part-time starter. I talked to Roger Staubach on this journey. He shared an interesting story about Tom Landry had he and Craig Morton actually rotating series.
Yeah.
And you can relate to that. Your senior year at Michigan.
Yeah.
Brady replaces Henson.
You and Drew Henson rotating every quarter.
Drew Henson comes in now as the quarterback for Michigan.
Tom Brady, it's got to hurt him to come out of a game like this.
In some ways it was heartbreaking, but other ways I said, you know what? I got a shot to play.
Yeah.
My expectation as a quarterback is to go out and play well, and Drew's is the same.
You know, practice for me was the ultimate competition against someone that I could see every day. So it ended up bringing the best out of me.
And Brady throws it, get it, touchdown, Tom Brady leads the Wolverines back.
Tom won 2 bowl games at Michigan.
What better way to go as a 5th-year senior as an Orange Bowl victory?
But he wasn't a highly regarded prospect. Like me, He had a 40 time just a shade slower than Usain Bolt.
When I got to the Patriots, I was 4th.
Right. Were you behind Zolak? Were you?
No, it was John Freese.
No, never. It was John Freese.
It was John
Sorry,
Freese.
Scotty.
It was Michael Bishop.
Michael
It was
Bishop.
Drew.
Yeah.
And what I learned at those younger stages of my career was that if I was going to be any good, I had to work harder than everyone else.
Right there, good. Way to see it, Brady. That's the best series you've had in camp.
My second training camp, Lawyer Malloy came up to me and said, hey, man, you made a lot of improvement this offseason. And it was like, wow, you noticed? I always said in my mind, and this is just, you have your own inner thoughts, but I always felt like if I ever get a chance, they're never going to take me off the field.
Blue 21.
3rd and 10. Bledsoe deep drop, steps up, now rolls to the right.
Bledsoe been running, needs 10 yards. Oh, does he hit? Oh my.
Mo Lewis hits Drew Bledsoe. What a great player he was. You could tell this is going to be an opportunity for me to step in.
I mean, it was a brutal hit. His face mask was bent, so he got up.
That's usually the sign of a good hit, yeah.
He went over, and he was trying to straighten out his face mask. And the coach said, all right, you're out.
Code red. We got to get him out.
Tom Brady has been put into quarterback and Drew Bledsoe taken out.
That's a good lesson that I tell all these young players. Listen here, I don't give a if you're a first-round pick. I was 199, but listen, if you get a chance to be on the field, don't mess it up.
Yeah, earn it.
Because you may never get a second one.
I like it. I like it.
Spin.
Go in.
Spin.
Go in.
It's kind of a push.
That's might be a walk-off.
1-1.
Hope Walt Coleman's not refereeing. I know which way that call's going to go. All right, a little trivia here. See how well you know your Brady Manning history. 5 players have caught a pass from both me and you.
Oh, that's tough.
I think you're going to know this one.
I got the first one. Torrance Small.
You got the Torrance Small call?
Too small.
I wasn't counting on that one.
Grab by Torrance Small.
The second would be Jermaine Wiggins.
Jermaine Wiggins.
He had 2 of his best games ever in complete snowstorms.
Fires to the right. Back in the air, and rebounded by Jermaine Wiggins.
That's 2. That's 2.
One of your favorites, Austin Collie. Paul?
Throws in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Austin Collie on the receiving end.
One guy's caught a touchdown between the both of us, so
Welker.
yeah,
I mean,
that's an easy one. That's an easy one.
Over the middle it goes.
Touchdown, Westy.
You probably threw more touchdown passes than him. I probably threw a lot more receptions.
You used to always talk about what you liked about him, and when I played with him for years, I saw it, and I loved it. Yeah.
He's an amazing player.
Wes Welker with a touchdown reception in 6 straight games.
That's for one of them. You know what? The great Dan Crumpton.
Bingo. Notice I didn't say offensive players. I just said players. I didn't.
Right.
He's a defensive player, a former Patriot.
Best piece of advice that has kind of stuck with you in your career?
Belichick. He's got a great line. He says you can't win a game in the NFL until you can keep from losing.
What are we doing? Get tired of turning the ball over. Just go.
What does that mean? One snap over your head, one misexchange with the halfback.
One fumbled snap, one too many for a...
Yeah, anything like that. It's just bad football.
Snap. No, ball.
That same adage was drilled into my head by my old college coach, David Cutcliffe.
Come on.
One fumble at quarterback
One too many.
in a lifetime is one too many.
I hear you.
Wouldn't you agree with that?
I hear you.
I think a true quarterback, in my view, you have to do 3 things. You have to think.
Hey, guys, if they play cover 2 for the tackles, the corners might show up pretty quick.
You have to throw.
Tom Brady has thrown 5 touchdown passes.
And you got to lead.
Hey, we ain't done, fellas. We ain't done.
There's going to be a lot of different ways.
3 good
But
ones.
in the end, if you can't think, you're going to have a limited career.
I looked at Gronk, I looked to West, he dropped, then I felt him. I had no place to throw it away. So I just tried to put it in the middle of the field.
There's no play that the coach can call from the sideline that he knows is going to work.
Right.
It's my job to find the guy that's going to be open.
31.
And if I don't think someone's going to be open, I got to figure out how to get someone open.
Hey, alert! Alert! They got a second down snap to Brady. Drops back. He lobs it. Gronkowski has a step. Touchdown, Patriots!
That's where I think you get the advantage. And I appreciate the guys that do it. It was always, how'd Peyton do? You set the standard for everyone.
A record-setting performance, his 51st touchdown pass.
Great job! Great job!
I'd study every year. I would watch your offense, and I would say, what can I learn? What can I do? You know, how can I improve?
Check! One left! One left!
The command you had, I think every quarterback wanted to emulate, but they couldn't do it the way you did it.
Right! Pistol!
You had the control and, you know, the library of information to say, I know what I have called. It's going to be a low probability of success.
Right.
Let me change it. And I think that's hard on the defense because, in the essence, you have the pencil last.
Right.
And you were always one step ahead of everyone else.
Manning, quick throw left side. Decker, touchdown Denver. And Peyton Manning's second touchdown throw of the game.
Now that I'm a little bit older, you know, I feel like I've got that psychological advantage.
He really is ridiculous. Like his ability, just how quick he could get rid of the ball when he sees. Impressive.
But, you know, I still got to go do it physically.
Back in the pocket, throws a lob. Dorsett's wide open. Touchdown, Patriots.
Stop throwing the ball so fast, Tom.
Tom, you've accomplished a lot of things in your life. I mean, is there anything more important to you than reaching the 1,000-yard rushing club?
Minnesota shows blitz. They come with extra rushers. Brady moves up off the snap. He's going to have a first down into a slide across midfield.
And Brady is up to 1,000 rush yards.
Did you get a parade in Disney? Is it a ball kind of right in between some of your MVPs and Super Bowl?
No, that one got washed over pretty quick.
You know, the reason I stayed for my senior year at Tennessee was that going into that season, I was negative 180 yards rushing. I'm like, I'm going to get in the positive, and it never happened.
There was one season, though, that you, on a bootleg, when you pulled it and you ran around at the end of the game, that was the longest rushing attempt that yards gained that we had given up in the entire season.
Yeah, I'm proud of that.
It was probably a 30-yarder.
It was at least. It felt like 60 yards.
So was that your decision to pull that?
I pulled it, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
God, I love that.
Yeah, the best way to pull it is just don't tell anybody.
I know.
Because if you tell them, they won't block as hard.
I know.
Nobody expects me to keep it. It's like, that's why it works, right? And you do it about once every 4 years. You know, it's kind of a tendency breaker. We did one in Dallas, and DeMarcus Ware, I mean, he tackled the running back, and he comes to play in Denver the next year. I
remember that.
It really bothered him.
Peyton Manning with a 7.57 second 40 goes untouched.
Howard Mudd used to say you couldn't run out of sight in a week, Manning, which was always nice. Just gave me good confidence.
Neither of us, I'd say, were fleet of feet.
Yeah, no, that's a safe statement.